The mission of UCAN is to empower both youth and adults through urban arts, specifically hip-hop. Largely due to city politics, it's been difficult to have a very lively scene in Madison. So Shaw Evans and Taffman called a meeting Memorial Day in 2010, and artists, fans, people involved in the local scene all came together.
We found out really quick we had a core group. We had myself, Karen Reese, Payne One, and from there we were just bouncing ideas. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that?
The Madison Hip-Hop Awards, it was an idea that came into fruition, but that idea was in response to a whole number of problems that were affecting the hip-hop community.
So we decided we were going to take it further and make it a non-profit as well, so we could branch off and do other events.
All the artists and interested parties were in agreement that this should definitely be something that is giving back to the community. So we voted very early on to have this be an entirely non-profit event, and we discussed a number of different charities in the community. We wanted to keep it local, we wanted it to benefit the kids.
You know, the common denominator in every one of our events is youth service, giving back, ushering in a new generation of young people, giving opportunities to young people to be creative, giving them creative outlets, creative spaces, hence our partnership with the Creative and Performing Arts program at the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County.
We knew that the Boys and Girls Club had a creative and performing arts program, and that seemed to really fit in line with our general mission.
Our partnership with the Creative and Performing Arts program was really a nice convergence of a lot of things that we all value. Arts, creativity, and giving opportunities for kids to be creative and do so when maybe otherwise they wouldn't have that opportunity.
I see untapped potential within our youth and with the kids that are doing things. It makes it fun to watch, because you look at these kids and think, wow, they can sing, they can dance, they can rap, and a lot of them can rap better than the adults can.
These are the people that are going to be doing things in our local music scene and looking for outlets to express their art within the next 5 years.
For me to be able to interface what I do as a hip-hop musician with my experience as an educator and my desire to, you know, serve young people in the Madison community, that's completely ideal.
Put your hands up if you represent 608. Come on, come on, come on. Make some noise for DJ Payne.
The Madison Hip-Hop Awards is funded largely by area businesses, area musicians.
And then of course the shows that we do a lot of fundraiser shows at different venues, and the money goes strictly towards the Hip-Hop Awards and funding that.
The Madison Hip-Hop Awards are funded really by any means we can be funded. So donations from individuals, donations from other nonprofit organizations.
To be honest, the show's not cheap to do. You have the cost of the venue, you have all these costs that when the day of the show comes, you want that money to be strictly for the Boys and Girls Club.
It's somewhat difficult to find sponsors because of the political stigma attached to hip-hop in the city. So we've been slowly trying to build our reputation over the last few years so that businesses can trust that what we do is going to be done with integrity, and that, again, looking to just dispel all the myths that hip-hop is something negative.
It's important that we continue, just if for no other reason than to have some consistent event, some kind of rock within the hip-hop community of all the stuff that comes and goes. That's a responsibility that we've taken on. Maybe we didn't know it when we started, but to just show that something that isn't supposed to survive and isn't supposed to be sustainable is in fact surviving is incredibly important.
I would hope that the Madison Hip-Hop Awards can help the artists unite, strictly because if they don't find a way to come together, they're not going to reach the amount of success that they could.
We hope that in doing the Madison Hip-Hop Awards and also through other programming that UCAN is doing, that we can just provide an opportunity, events and venues for hip-hop artists, MCs, producers, DJs, dancers, hip-hop artists of all kinds to come together and meet each other and work together and thereby build relationships, and that's really what community is about.